I won't cry right now, and I hold the flare because yes, you're gonna cry regardless. But in that moment, you want to cry. You should cry, but you choose not to cry. And also, we can. What's that gonna do for you?
I think that's weird.
Let me land. We can also lean into why don't you want to cry in that moment? What is it about crying in that moment that is making you so scared you don't want to cry?
It shows weakness.
So we can lean into that. Let's lean into that then. Why don't you? Why is it the audience stop? Because how you feel is how you feel. Why does it change because you got an audience? Fuck them.
Sometimes just cry.
It's not that simple.
It is that simple. It is that simple.
Because at the end, like sometimes, crying in front of an audience, you're inconveniencing everyone else.
Even the audience, sometimes
especially
myself,
like when they're not there. Like,
sometimes I don't have time to cry.
It's true though. Like
even by myself,
I don't have time. Yeah, or it could be that you don't have time to cry. Like you're delivering the mission, but at the end of the day, you are still going to cry.
I'll be honest with you, it's giving me Haviana vibes. And it's flip-flopping a little bit.
Yeah.
Because what you're saying is, for me, just keeps landing on the same point you're making, is that like, I ain't got time to cry, I ain't got this. So it means that you can, it's a choice. It's something that you can control. Because what you're doing is that in the end, when I get to destination, I get to destination. But the truth is, within that time period, you're picking and choosing whether or not.
No, I think everyone's an individual. I will cry at that spot because...
Let me learn. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but just let's lean into it and entertain the conversation a little bit. If you can pick and choose in that moment,
then it's a choice.
There's a choice, and then I'll even ask the question. No answer is like, why don't you want to cry in that moment?
Some people don't want to cry because of the audience, but me personally,
I can't speak on everyone. In regards to
give me your perspective, innit?
I'm saying that I can't speak for everyone in regards to whether they choose to cry at that moment, or some people can't control it.
Yeah,
the emotion is still going to be the emotion.
Okay, so why wouldn't you in that moment?
Hang on. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah. What's stopping you in that moment?
You said the audience specifically. You just said like in an audience.
I'm saying that like if I was a person that doesn't want to cry in front of an audience, it may be down to my insecurity, but I'm still gonna feel it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm saying that if someone does not choose to cry at that moment, it doesn't mean that they haven't felt the emotion of crying. It just means that
they kept it.
I don't want people to see me cry in it. Yeah, because like I can be a type of Donny, that like, later, I don't cry.
Yeah.
But I know I cry because I look in the mirror
and see the red eyes.
Do you know what I'm saying? I see them red eyes, like, and some people can even detect that this Donny wants to cry.
You're gonna cry.
This Donny wants to cry.
Yeah.
So let it out, man.
Sorry, no.
He's dying.
For our listeners, I'm pointing at H ain't crying right now. H is fine.
He's fine, guys. He's fine.
Yeah.
But I think you asked my question, it was what I thought. It's like, you feel like it's a male ego thing, so you feel insecure. You want people to look at you a certain way. There's plausible things.
There are things, that will stop you from doing certain things because of like, you're trying to save face, or like, this is not the person that I portray. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because there's always going to be you, and there's going to be an image of you,
100%.
or how people
perceive
view you, innit? Perceive you.
Yeah.
That's just how things are, innit? But I know, like, when something strikes someone.
Of course.
It's true.
But why do you do that? Because it's probably a good segue. We probably have, like, conversation, R.I.P to DMX. And just something I was thinking of in the moment. That, if I was to say, wore their heart on their sleeve, we see my man, the highest of highs, lowest of lows, cried on camera, prayed, everything. It's like, I don't feel like someone that would, if in let's say in that particular scenario, would hesitate to cry in front of everyone. He would.
You don't know. He might have had moments where he has hesitated.
We've seen him cry on camera. We've seen him cry on camera.
But maybe it took time to get there.
I'm saying, for example, we've seen man, so it's not like, maybe you're all right. Maybe there were times where man could have cried and he didn't. But I'm just saying, for the conversation we're having, there are people and examples of people that like have worn their heart on their sleeve. We know exactly who they are. Because what you said just now is that, like, you know for sure there are people behind the scenes. You know people go through stuff, innit?
Absolutely.
But we get people that in front of us, whether it's a case of not controlling it or not caring or whatever, or that in tune with who they are, that
they just do it.
You get the raw and filtered version of them in front of you to your face. I love and respect that.
I do as well.
And a bit of me reason why I probably respect that a lot is because there's times when I've struggled with that. So you know, sometimes you look at someone and like, you're doing something I couldn't do, and I rate it. You know,
I often wonder why they do that.
I think you do, but I think I like real people.
Yeah. And
I buy into people.
But someone like that we tapped into is a very real person.
But the thing is that it's not to say that if I want to save face that I'm not a real person.
100%.
It's just of
100%.
There's you gotta like understand the history of someone sometimes, innit? And why they're like that. So
but
DMX, we've seen. So we're using DMX as an example. Rest in peace. Yeah, he's become that person because if you look at how his life was,
Yeah.
it was only going to be that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I held DMX in such high regard, still do. Do you know what I'm saying? 100%. So like when I heard of his passing, I was listening to his music, tears came down my face. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not to say that I might cry in front of everyone else.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Do you know what I'm saying?
These niggas. What do you mean these niggas? You crazy? What?
Do you know?
No, because I know about what do you think I'm going to cry in front of these niggas?
Yeah.
I was going to say that.
Chilled it.
I was going to say these lot. I was going to say these lot, but I'm just saying that like it's just one of those things that like you know that something, you know, you feel something like if I'm out with my daughter and something happens, I can't show her that I'm scared.
Of 100%. I always say that.
Of course.
Children make you superheroes.
I can't show her that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because I have to let her know that I'm there to protect her.
100%.
But I can still be scared.
No,
do you know
I
what I mean?
say that there's an alleyway when Raheem was small, and these times I was driving, but it's like Croydon's was really close, and there was an alleyway. If I was by myself, I will not walk down this alleyway. Yeah. When I had the buggy, I literally used to tell myself, let someone approach me. All of a sudden, I'm now a superhero. Yeah, because I'm with my baby.
Yeah.
So I
that's your
get
prime
that.
nature kicking in because
100%. There's nothing that's going to happen because he's
that's
here.
the truth, though. I ain't got to, but I've heard so many stories like
there's nothing.
Someone's child stuck under a car. This person
they lift the car.
They lift up the
your
whole
He-Man.
car because your child's under there.
Hello,
it's a different type of strength.
It's super.
It's like I can't swim, but if my kid was trying, I would learn how to swim.
You would be able to get them.
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily even have to be a child. It could be like your sibling,
yeah,
anyone that you love,
a loved one.
I agree.
Do you know, like so, you know,
the fear
like,
element goes.
Yeah, man. Like you're still shook, but you just can't show it.
You're doing it. You're doing it anyway.
You just have to do it.
Yeah.
No, I understand. I get it, but it's a good conversation. I like that we could draw a little bit more out of that because that could have just been a quick 30-second thing high and by, but
no, I like that.
Yeah.
That went into DMX.
Because like Vans, I can't just back him into a corner. He'd be like, no.
Let me explain.
Let me land.
I've noticed that.
You both you today.
Do you know what?
You both checked me once, made that the first and the last time,
Ain't happening again.
I'm not being
problematic. I'm sitting both in the middle. Listen.
I'm not being problematic.
They were going back and forth.
Nah, it's not a G check. It's just sometimes, you know, when you say some things on a surface level, it's just like tweeting something on Twitter. You're not gonna be able to like articulate yourself, but unless you're challenged, innit? And then you're like, all right, cool. Now this is what I mean. This is where I'm going, and this is like, you know, the conclusion.
Yeah, I was very happy to leave it at what it was.
Yeah,
I was. Yeah, the tweet. Oh yeah.
No,
that's what I meant.
I like it.
Yeah. They were showing you a bad vibe, so we're also having like a bad vibes conversation. How do we all feel? Is it R.I.P. Prince Philip? Are we...
Raw.
Why are you running?
R.I.P.
It's R.I.P.
I was going to say something really bad.
Yeah. No, you know what? Government regulated.
Yeah. No, hello, we're Financial Conduct Authority.
That's what I was going to say.
So he passed away at, was it 99 or 100? 99?
99. He went 100, yeah. It was Nelly.
He didn't letter from his own wife.
Yeah.
That's decent humour.
But you know what? She didn't even put out as it was through the whole family. She didn't put out and
when you hit 100, like you get that letter in it.
You get a letter from the Queen.
Yeah, and he didn't get that.
So he passed away, and obviously, Black Twitter being like, we make a joke out of everything.
They finished him. If I thought I was getting cooked, they finished them.
But what made me funny was what made me laugh was the people that started backtracking, going, you know what? Like, this is Preeti Patel's internet. You lot are doing a lot right now. Like you could be going back home soon, innit? So be careful.
Like
these jokes are expensive.
Very,
like, you know,
very expensive.
And to be honest, like if you're getting like 6 retweets for them, it's not worth it.
Do you know what it was? It was the Queen, the Tinder ones.
No, mine was the bikini top.
Yeah,
it was brilliant. I loved it.
That's all in good. It's all in good gesture. You know what it is? You're like, I'm never gonna have too much sympathy for the top 0.0001%. But at the end of the day, someone's lost their husband, someone's lost their dad, their granddad.
No one's taking
but at the end
away.
of the day, same way we speak about like we can like someone like a DMX going at 50 and like, you know what, the life he's had, let's not be selfish. Donnie might just need to be at peace. You've had 99 years and allegedly 6 or 7 African hearts. Go and relax, bro. Like
I think I can 6 or 7 African hearts.
Can we make sure put the allegedly there?
Allegedly, and 56 transfusion of teenage blood.
But did you not see how he looked? He looked like he was already dead.
He was on the edge.
The Donnie was still pushing a Range Rover.
You know what?
Was he driving it? Was he actually driving it?
What?
He had a crash.
About a year ago, he had a crash.
Okay, so he shouldn't have been on the road.
And they gave him a new one the
So
next
how come
day.
he was still allowed to have his license? Because you're not allowed to have your license.
The Queen have a license.
Has a license.
Yeah. The Queen's still pulling up in that range.
Sorry, guys, I've just learned something.
You see that clip? You seen that clip of the Queen just...
No, she's
I'll be
mean
honest,
mugging.
she looks bossy in the range.
No, she's mean mugging. No, she's like this.
She had the headscarf thing, like half, like half off, like
she's literally like this, and they've caught her looking to the side. My girl is literally like that.
And every time the video comes out, there's always the soundtrack of Whipping Excursion in the back.
Andrea, no. The picture.
Have you ever had to on-site someone, but you're like whilst you're driving?
All the time.
I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah. Don't say anything that
can't
can
even look in my face.
Yeah.
You know, when you're driving and you see that person and you just...
That's what it was. That picture was her like
it was
looking like,
up.
Someone...
I just spotted my up.
Yeah. Or you know when you get next to the person that cut you up?
At the lights and that.
You have to look at them like, are you a dickhead? Like, what?
No, but it's a full-blown light. And they've got to turn their face very quick.
They do like that.
It's like that. It's like that.
Their neck is stiff.
It's like this.
That's funny.
But that's what the Queen was doing. She was like...
I love
it.
It
was
was
the
you know
of
what,
the headscarf.
Speaking of which, one of your rants that made me laugh is about people that don't know the width for their cars. I thought about it today. I thought about it today, and I was like, bruv, you can make the fucking gap, bruv. Just go ahead, bruv. How do you not know the width for your whip?
I'm one of those people. I'm not risking it. Not my car. Not my good car.
It's not a risk. Andrea,
I'm not risking
it. If a car...
Were you saying Kelly don't have a good whip?
No, if I... No. Kelly got a new thing. Kelly got a new thing.
I was trying to push the conversation,
but if you don't saw what she was pushing...
trying to cook you still.
Kelly, what was you pushing before?
Hello? My course is still on my driveway and I'm not going to let it go. It's still on my driveway and it's still going to be my car.
It was written off. The car, she had a big accident. Yeah. Bear in mind, big accident, and she was still driving the car for a good 7 months
dislocated my shoulder. That's my baby.
Did you claim?
Oh, yeah.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. I'm insurance. I claimed.
Fair.
Yeah. And
got fracture cover as well.
And fracture cover.
Amazing.
I fractured 2 ribs. That is my car.
This was a major
I can't
incident.
drink and look at these two. I can't drink.
It was major. I tore my rotator cuff.
Yeah, you had the yellow sign in it. Did you see anything?
They're mocking. No. They're mocking.
Did you see anything cool? Were you in the area?
Hey, Kelly was extra on line of duty.
Fam.
Extra line of duty. Now they're taking it to line of duty.
Fam. Wait.
Hey, R.I.P. Prince Philip, man.
That was a major incident, you know. You were acting like it was calm.
But
she was like, yeah. She was in the ring with Tyson. I tore my rotator cuff. I injured 2 ribs. I broke my back.
And that's
spinal. Vertebrae.
That's it. And that's it.
I'm glad you're okay. Yeah. After all the funnies, I'm glad you're fine. I'm glad you're healthy.
And the car spinning in the middle of the road.
And you kept the car as memento. It's still in your driveway.
I was driving it. No. I was driving
Someone even stole their plates.
Yeah.
Bro, you've been through it.
How come?
What's going on?
They can't be through it, guys. They can't be through it.
I came out of my house and went about my business. I was like,
oh, I'm on the plates.
She said, Ange, they took my plate.
Ange, they took my plate.
I said, what? Of that car?
He's like, yeah, so it's going to be used for crime. 100% you're going to get letters in the post of speeding, petrol theft.
It's
and
mad
maybe
because my brother
crime.
texted me yesterday saying the plate's been stuck.
Can you imagine?
Oh, wow.
Like,
people are really doing this.
On my driveway, I came out and there was no plate.
You're lucky they didn't go and do a booting. You're lucky, boy.
No, they probably have. Wow. But because I reported it the next day, they was like, it's fine, just give the crime reference number.
They'll nick you first and ask questions later.
100%.
100%.
Yeah, no, I always get that crime reference, boy. I learnt the hard way.
It was the morning. I literally woke up in the morning, did you?
I need this story.
Yeah, I need the story as well.
Do you not hear him say, I learned the hard way?
Well,
I learned the hard way.
I'm exaggerating the story in it, but basically,
What's
this
going
is
on
not
here?
even a car thing.
He wanted attention.
There was a time where because I was cycling to work at one stage, and my bike just kept getting stolen.
His bike kept.
Yeah.
What?
They're disrespecting you.
That's not good.
If not the bike, parts of the bike,
or
the seat, like the
wheel,
the front wheel, like the mud guard. Like, I'm like, yo, like rate me in it.
The crackheads don't respect you.
It just kept happening in it. Wherever I would leave it, like proper locking it as well.
Don't you look? Calm down.
They're stealing to order on Van's bike.
So one time, yeah, I must have cycled to the barbers.
I just pictured the bike.
And then when it was time to leave, I saw a bike locked onto my bike.
No.
So I was like, I ain't having this.
Enough is enough.
So
what do you mean locked onto your bike? Like
attached.
So they
Siamese twin things. That's like.
So my bike was already like locked onto the rail. Yeah. So someone's come and put their bike next to mine and locked both bikes.
Are they taking?
So I'm like, rah, this person's trying to pull a fast one.
That's a confident thief still.
Like
with their whole
lock the bikes, and then I'm just gonna be like, maybe it was a mistake.
No, it wasn't.
Let me go home and then come back tomorrow. Nah, I wasn't doing none of that. So I went to buy an angle grinder.
Oh, excuse me.
So then I was like, let me be smart about this now. Yeah. So I called the police first.
You snitch.
Snitch.
No.
Snitch.
Guys,
What?
if you're a tax-paying citizen,
my bike.
What do snitches get?
No, if
My
you're a
bike.
tax-paying citizen, do not listen to Fols, because Fols does say you're a snitch. Hello, if you pay your taxes, report them.
Yeah.
Report them.
I was like, let me chat to the
straight
operator
away,
real
he
quick.
went to snitch.
I was like, this is the situation,
He pays tax.
and this is what I'm about to do. Yeah, and they were like, yeah, that's cool, but just get a crime reference number first, just in case you're cutting down chains and police just happens to drive by
To see you.
and then it looks mad.
Black man, chains.
They didn't know that, but yeah.
So
The key word, black man.
Black man. But they wouldn't have known. They tried to give him advice.
So that's what I went and done, innit? So, but by the time I've got the angle grinder and come back,
Your
I see
bike's gone.
I see the person next to the bikes.
No.
So I'm like, yo, like, what's this?
I love this.
I was like, what's this? And then they're like, oh, I'm trying to get my bike. And I was like, you know your bike's attached to mine, right? They were like, no.
Excuse me. Don't
And
say
I
no.
was like,
we're not gonna say no. What we're not gonna do is say that.
I was like, come a little closer. Let me show you something. Yeah?
Oh shit! Oh, that's very scary.
That sounds violent.
Scary.
Yeah.
Let me show you something.
Let me show you something.
Come
Yeah?
closer.
Look how serious he's facing.
I know.
And then
He
she's
needs
like,
it.
I never did that. She's a woman. Yeah.
Oh, she did
I
do
never
that.
I never done that. And I was like, so who done it then? Because
I'm scared.
can I remove my bike?
Oh,
No.
okay.
So you tell me now what's happened.
Who did this?
These times, yeah. An audience comes now.
Can you imagine? Why?
Yeah.
They're too nosy.
Where was the angle grinder during the time? Was it in your hand?
It was still boxed up, bro. I was about to
You just bought
unbox
it.
it.
I
just bought it.
would have unboxed it and just put it on.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay.
Anybody can get it.
So I see.
He's now a dangerous problem. He's
So-
now a dangerous problem.
So I see. So
He's a
then
dangerous
yeah, she
problem.
starts calling someone.
Who you
Yeah.
calling?
Ooh.
Who you calling?
And then she calls her boyfriend. That's like down the road.
Fols. Now it's time to put an angle grinder for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, you should unbox that still.
Unbox it.
Nah.
She called
Unbox
her
it.
I
man.
wrote
Unbox it.
like, listen.
Unbox
I
it.
backed off my bag. I'm ready.
Were you
Yeah.
doing a rucksack as well?
Yeah, bro.
He said, yeah, bro. Okay. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, because
Hello, he's riding
obviously,
the bike, let's have a
like, I'm
rucksack.
right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
When I'm
Hello?
riding my bike, I need to because
Exactly.
it's got all my locks in there,
I'm
innit?
basically just the imagery is just mad for me.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I'm picturing everything
I've
right now.
decided it
This
was in
whole
Brixton.
scene.
I've decided it was in
So
Brixton.
nah, Kilburn.
I don't
So
care.
I'm
It's in
not from
Brixton in my head.
Side of town.
Kilburn High Road.
It's
Was
in
that High
Brixton. No,
Road?
it's in Brixton.
Nah, it was just off the high road.
You was in Kilburn,
Anyway,
fine.
yeah.
Kilburn.
It's in my
fine,
head in
yeah.
Brixton. It's in Brixton.
So she's calling her man now, yeah. So the Donny, he's shouting from far away, but as he's starting to walk closer, he stops, and he's like, "I'm not coming."
No,
What?
God,
What,
lying.
did you see him say that?
she
to her?
is now single.
Bro,
You know, in that moment, that's your girlfriend now. And you're
your
both meant to
gal.
ride off
Nah, I
together
don't
into the sunset.
100%. No way can my man do
Into
that.
the sunset.
Fam.
He's done. He's
the
finished.
thing
dare
is that
you?
like he was walking, yeah, with conviction, yeah.
How
But as he
dare
got
you?
closer,
He's done, he's
he
finished.
saw me.
How dare
saw
He
you?
saw a
the
black
crowd.
man.
He
Yeah.
saw a black man
He saw a
All
tall black
black.
man.
with a
I had
rucksack.
a hood on, everything.
Remember,
yeah.
you backed off your
Rucksack.
your
You're
rucksack.
ready. You're
He
in
was
a
ready.
stance. You're in a stance.
Well, wide
There
legs
was a
don't.
vibe.
He was ready.
He said a white.
He was like,
He's a bad guy.
he was like,
No.
No.
But you know what?
I
I
love
respect
that.
people that respect and know their own
I
boundaries.
love that. I love that.
And you know
I
what? In
love
that moment, even though like the machismo thing, we're laughing at him, yeah, he's right. Because you did this.
Hello.
Why did you change your back to someone else's back? And now I'm going to get collapsed.
You got to deal with that. So what happened? What happened? Guys, you don't know what the hell the rest is talking about. I'm on this story.
Please, Vans.
So when I knew that these lot were jokers, I was like, where's your key?
Give me the key.
Unlock it.
Oh.
End of story.
Did you take the grinder back?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that was money.
The refund. We want the refund.
I want the refund.
Because that was money that I wasn't intended on spending.
100%.
Do you suspect, because her boyfriend was so close, that the plan was she's chaining her back to yours and he's going to come and they're both going to ride her for the bike? So you think,
100%.
Or do you think it was a mistake?
100%.
To me, it sounds like a mistake.
It was
you don't chain your back to someone else's back. That makes no sense.
And then call your man as well. I'm telling you, they were going to steal it.
Down the road seems to me like
they were local.
And you know what? They didn't expect it to be him.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now. They thought it was going to be a dickhead. They thought it was going to be a dickhead.
Another John, Billy or Sarah.
And you just have to get into the mind of someone that's had enough of having to deal with theft with to do with my bike. I've been waiting to catch someone steal my bike.
She got what did you smoke?
I've been waiting to catch.
He was on Smoke 100 and she was hoping that it was Sarah who uses her bike to go to work.
And the thing is, I just got a fresh trim. I'm taking the long route home. Oh. Everyone see these fucking. So you was trying to
catch people as
you meant to be riding around town in that, like.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Can I ask you the all important question though?
What?
How buff was she?
She wasn't.
She wasn't.
I knew it. Do you know why? Because of how we dealt with her.
Yeah.
I knew.
I'm still on the fact.
Do you know what?
If it was
she could have been buff. She could have been buff. I'm sorry. I'm not on it.
Cool.
Do you know?
I don't believe so. If she pulled, no, I'm not gonna have that. If you looked out there and it was,
I would have dealt with the matter. I'm just what you saying.
You want to ride?
Right. Thank you for
let's ride off in the sunset together.
Right. If she was on some, hi, nails done.
No, but bearing in mind, he's fed up. He's fed up of seeing one wheel.
Hello.
I know that vibe when you're fed up. Like your bike. You're being disrespected daily.
Because when I saw that, that was my thought immediately.
Yeah,
angle grinder.
Up.
I'm Googling where can I get where's the nearest place that I can get this fucking angle grinder.
To disrespect you.
I went to a hardware shop,
I'm telling you now.
And it was shut.
If she come outside,
so I'm even more vexed.
No, if you had returned and she looked like, I don't know what your type is. Let's say Bernice. I know she's a grandma, but her BBL is actually one of the best. And it's Bernice.
Who's a grandma?
Bernice Burgos.
She's a grandma.
Well, look,
yeah.
what?
What's her name?
I think you made Bernice who?
Burgess Park?
No.
Bernice Burgos.
Yeah.
She's a grandma.
Yeah.
How old? Sorry.
Stop. You never.
She just had a young child young, and her child had a child young. Like, you know.
So let's
she doesn't mind being called grandma as well.
Yeah, man. Circle of life.
So let's say she turns up and she looks like
she's
Bernice.
Amazing.
What are you saying? You was not gonna be like, oh, cool.
I'm gonna scold you. I can't believe
you're still getting cooked.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. But then you're gonna be like, ha. Can't believe you're out here stealing bikes. What are you doing later?
I've never moved like that.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. You're not gonna flick your hair. You don't have any. But what are you gonna say? You're gonna deal with her very
differently. You're still getting flogged. What?
You're gonna flog her and then what? You're gonna do a light flogging.
Nah, because at the end of the day, regardless of how buff you are, certain things just put man off.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
If she was Bernice and then she said it was a mistake, do you know what? I've just started riding bikes and I thought that you just attach it to the bike that's next to me.
Yeah, that doesn't work. That don't work for me. I'm gonna be thoroughly.
Well, she was like, "What would you do if your son was at home crying alone in the bedroom?"
Someone stop him.
That's your choice, isn't it?
Yeah,
we talked about choices earlier.
Yeah, that's your choice.
Don't try and steal like my good. Wow. Bike's over £500. I'm going ham for it.
If you have insurance, you'd be less.
I do have insurance.
Oh.
I do have insurance,
with
but
like
I said,
with the bike when it leaves your home.
What?
When it leaves your home, have you read the small print? Because I'm not sure you have.
Yes.
Okay.
Because every time it's been stolen, I've claimed and I've received.
Good.
Yeah, but that it's about the principle. I've been waiting to catch someone steal something from my bike.
So really, you were hoping it's a man that you could hit them, innit? Tell the truth.
Kind of, yeah.
He was waiting.
As your lawyer, don't ask any more questions.
Yeah. That's enough.
I cannot confirm or deny these allegations.
He already confirmed.
It's just like you stepping out your yard and seeing someone steal your plates.
I was laughing because I was like, these people have got a cheek. The car has got a massive dent in the side.
Anyway, we digressed.
Yeah. What was the Prince Philip?
It was Prince Philip. It was like, do do we care about people being bad vibes and making the jokes and that? Because I saw, so obviously when he passed away, he was covered everywhere.
Yeah.
All over the BBC.
Billboards as well.
Yeah, they even got 100,000 complaints for like doing too much.
That's because they had him on digital billboards. Is it that serious?
It's not that
obviously
serious.
there were moments of silence at football games as well.
Yeah.
So
are you not shocked by this?
Do you know what it is? I paid no attention to them at all.
I was more on DMX.
Of course. Yeah.
Like naturally, I just looked at him and I was like, "Oh, okay." Someone said, "Did you hear?" They ran into the office. It was your girl, Mandy.
You're invested.
One of your ones.
Nah,
don't do that.
Mandy's catching.
Shout out to Mandy.
Mandy's catching strays.
Yeah, shout out to Mandy. Yeah.
Mandy's catching strays.
She ran in. And I said, "Oh, okay."
Oh my god, have you had the news?
Have you?
Do you know what it is?
I was like, what?
They're not even British. They're German.
Yeah.
Like their
family. It don't matter.
Their
That's the
family
Queen.
is known,
which I think is out of order in the first place.
Their family is
shouldn't
known
be surprised
to
that
have.
people make such a big deal out of it. The people that are really in tune with regards to royal family. So.
My nan is one of them. She has the royal family. When you walk into my nan's house. The royal family are there.
Yeah.
No, well, let me not say the royal family. The queen is right there as you walk into my nan's house. So she is a serious Jamaican woman that loves
the queen,
the royal family,
and Celine Dion.
And you got to think about this country and the monarchy who they love. So this is the Queen's husband.
What's it got to do with black people? Not one thing.
I'm not talking about black people.
Yeah.
Are you shocked that it's in mainstream media, billboards, plastered all over the country?
No, that's what's meant to happen.
Of course, I'm not shocked. All I ask from this is for a bank holiday. If we're gonna do all of that,
never made it to 100. If you made it to 100,
we'd get a bank holiday.
So when you make it to 100,
that's how
you
you
get a
know
bank
Prince Philip
holiday.
is truly racist. Man was like, "Fuck you niggas,
He
I'm
was
out."
To the end, he said, "You're not getting a free day off
Hello,
me."
you get a bank holiday when they reach 100.
No, not
necessarily.
anyone. Not just anyone.
The monarchy.
Yeah. Not a little under.
No, I know.
Someone like he's like right beside the person that sits on the front.
How old is she?
I was just about to ask that. How old is the
I
Queen?
don't know.
I'm gonna look quickly.
I think he was 5 years older than her because there was a story about her being 13 and being 18. So yeah,
wait, I'm gonna look.
What? Crazy. But that's what they do, innit? So
you tried to throw that in.
Married their siblings.
They're really about when they first met. She was
their family.
Yes, they're cousins. They're cousins. Yeah.
Yes.
You man are again shocked. Yeah. This is how arranged shit goes.
She's 94.
Yeah.
What kind of
we've got a while.
first?
We've got a while.
I'm not sure.
Nah, the Queen.
I want to know what guys.
I don't know. I just know that.
When the Queen pops down, yeah.
I don't know. All I know is that she was born in 1926. Imagine giving her a policy.
She'll be able to get one.
What are you saying? Premium.
She'll definitely be able to afford it.
She can afford it, but they wouldn't cover her. She's too old.
Yeah, speak.
She's too old.
Yeah.
She's had a policy. She's been had one.
Oh, of course she has.
10 times.
Of course she has. You have to worry about it.
Don't people don't need policies? She's the biggest
landlord.
Hello. Doesn't matter if they needed it or not. Princess Di left the youth their money.
Yeah,
from her policy.
Yeah.
From policies.
I love that.
But
do you know what?
She married into the family, innit?
Doesn't matter. So let's say, because she had him young. I think she had him at 20.
She was young. She was younger than that.
Plus,
she
couldn't trust them. So she's like, nah, I need to make sure that I'm covered.
19.
Yeah. So trust or
I've
not.
watched the whole documentary.
But even though she may not have trusted them, she knew that her child was a royal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't think at any point in time in her, like the short span of her life, she thought, I'm going to do this because he's not going to be a royal. She just did it because when I'm dead, my kid needs money.
But also that how she left the family, she didn't trust that they would look after her kids. That's how
I think that's when she did it. I don't think she did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually don't think she did.
When we speak to our wealthy clients, they're advised.
Yeah, but she's a different type of wealth. No, they're not on the level of just wealthy.
No, they have.
They can run.
Those people have a house.
They literally run.
So their wealth is not called wealth. Theirs is called a house. So family houses. So rich aristocrats, people from like Arabs, they have houses. So it's called a house, but it's literally financial advice. But even so, in a house where you may be worth 40 million, 1 billion, the house still advised you to have insurance. Mm-hmm. So she would have been advised.
I don't think she had it.
She did.
I genuinely think that shit was going wrong.
The Spencer family.
She's from money. She's an aristocrat.
Yeah, we're looking at relative to the royal family. She's not poor.
Yeah.
She comes down as well.
It's not being poor.
Guys, I've watched every documentary about Princess Diana. Like, I love her.
Okay.
Like, I love her. Okay. So I'm gonna stop.
I'm dead.
So don't play with me when it comes to her.
This is where your nan got So you
but Princess Diana is different. She used to touch the kids that they didn't want to touch.
Yeah.
Like, that's are you mad?
No,
her fashion sense,
Vans.
Everything. That was my...
Don't do that.
Vans is a bad person.
You said touch the kids. We're here.
You said she said... She touched the children that didn't want to be touched.
That they didn't want to. No, that other people wouldn't want to be touched. Why are you doing that? Is he the problem? He's the problem.
Even I wouldn't laugh at that.
He's the problem.
That's beneath me.
No.
You took it too low.
Yeah. That's a soundbite.
What you said to me, I understand what you meant. It's like,
do you understand?
The HIV kids, the people that were like
lepers.
Yeah.
Are we in the Bible?
No, that's lepers. But you can tell I did my 10,000 hours at church, innit? So
we need to this room needs
this room needs sage.
Sage. Where's the sage? We need cleanse. We need
what
anointed
I'm trying to
oil.
say is the undesirables, the people that people wouldn't go around.
Man said the undateables.
Undesirables. You're not listening. See, that's what I said, bruv.
It's two of them
today. If they ask in 1 year to come back, we'll not come back.
1 year? We'll get you back in like 6 weeks.
I needed an update on my policy.
If I speak.
What cheeky
don't
little
start getting
cheeky bar date and that. What little turtleneck?
The shiny suit. The shiny suit was a big thing in that office.
Okay, cool.
They were
cheeky 3-piece just for you, but no tie.
No, you gotta do the you must wear a tie.
What about little pocket square?
100.
What the old school collars and that?
Yeah, also
like leaning over the blazer.
There's a video of Kirk Franklin when he's singing Melodies from Heaven. Yeah, he's got the collar on the shoulder.
Do you know what? Hello, hi.
They're actually mocking our full guys.
Can I go home?
Move like Falcon. Marvel.
You're mocking the whole financial gang.
He said Falcon from Marvel.
If you're meeting us for the first week, I never dislike this joint, but I just like the energy in here. It's hilarious. We vibing, yeah.
Guys,
I did have some stuff on the docket. I don't know if you guys saw. So
what's on the docket? Let's hit the docket.
Diddy come out and wrote a letter to like Ford, General Motors, it's like a public statement, basically calling them out, talking about Ford Motors are in partnership with Revolt, his media company, in regards to the advertising spend, innit?
Right.
And just the disparity between black companies and white companies. But you got a lot of backlash because it's like the things you're asking of the white man. One could argue
you can do it yourself.
That not like you can do it yourself. That you've got some questionable stuff aligned with you in regards to like
paying your artists.
Yeah. Like it was only was it a year or two ago? We sat here when I think King was here and he said something. I don't know what award ceremony it was, and he come out and said the same kind of thing where like pay the creatives for the blacks.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Mace took that moment and said, well, okay, whilst the light is shining on you, let's talk about our situation.
100%.
If you was preaching all this black brotherhood, love, togetherness, what's going on with my situation? And so I just wanted examples of like sometimes the black capitalist trying to, in my opinion, this is me saying this, like trying to step in that socialist space or that like for the people space when you're at the Billy parties, like you're there, you know, and you've got some questionable shit on you. So it's like, how can you ask this of the man when you're doing to us what you're claiming,
what they're doing to you,
what you claim,
and you're supposed to be our example because you are. Is he a billionaire? No.
Yeah, apparently so. Apparently,
I think a while ago though.
So you're able
if
to
not,
do.
He's touching.
He's
and if not, he's closer there than we are.
He's not poor. All of us.
What we said.
He's over 500 mil in it.
100%.
That's just a
so
madness.
If you are in the space to do what the man should be doing, why are you not doing it? So I agree that you can't pipe up. You shouldn't pipe up, and then you should actually.
But why not though?
Why are you waiting on the oppressor to do something? Hello, they're the oppressor.
No, just because from a creative standpoint, where he's contributed towards the people that people are asking him to pay. Yeah,
contributed. Have you done
no?
In
he's
your
like
entirety?
Heavily contributed to making the person who they are.
Okay.
Whereas like he may be asking the man who we've helped pop or
for a fairer split.
For a fairer split. Do you know what I'm saying? Like so, with the whole Mace conversation, which we've had so many different times, if he has a hand in Mace's success, from grabbing him
Inception.
and building him up to the person he was, to the point where Mace was like, I'm going to church, and he comes back and he's no longer popping in the same way that he was when he was standing next to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think it's that simplistic when it comes to Mace though, because it's not like he went and just
it's
grabbed.
Just, no. It's just an example. I'm not saying that like what I'm saying is truth and gospel. I'm just using it as an example as to what the artist may be asking from him and what he may be asking from a company that they're just collaborating with, or like, you know, because we're the cool factor in it. They come to us
100%.
We are the culture. We're the culture. And it's like, rah, you're not doing anything aside from just aligning your brand there.
Yeah. Using our culture.
And I'm producing everything.
Using our culture.
So that's when he's like, right, all these black creatives are producing everything from the ground up. You're not really doing anything. Pay us what we're actually doing.
It's hard though, because like Revolt have got bare accusations. Like they're actively asking people for free work. That's why it's difficult. It's like, it's not even difficult. It's just clear for me. Clear, like, great message, maybe shit messenger. Maybe you're not the person to go out and have that stance.
Absolutely,
because you can't have this currently. And
fair.
also,
that's fair.
It's bad because I want uniformity. So either we all fuck Diddy or we're together. But the problem is like we're having this in between, because I don't want our conversation to distract from like what he's trying to do, which I hope is an honourable cause, which is yes, the ad spend needs to be bigger, because we're in the space of creatives. We know what it's like when it comes to, we saw all the YouTube girls come out and speak about like all their engagement, all their followers and numbers are better than a lot of these white girls.
Yeah,
but for whatever reason, they don't get the same money because they don't view us as valuable, even though we're some of the biggest spenders. But the problem is that like we need to decide what we're doing.
Oh,
like, you can't go for me. You can't go off on a ledge or off on your own. When in the community, we're not all on the same page of unit. Like we love you,
absolutely. We all need to be on the same page.
But at the same time, I'm not gonna act like I don't understand where people are coming from with their misgivings towards Diddy. That's what it is. So
that's not what I'm saying. I'm
like, I don't want it to distract from what he's trying to do, but we're just honest people. We hold ourselves accountable more. And we're like, bro, you're over there talking this talk, brother. What's going on? Even with the Mace thing, like, bro, you didn't grab him from obscurity. My man was he was in Harlem doing his thing. Like, I'm a genuine belief. Maybe not at the same level with Diddy, millions and millions, but I feel like he would have been a rapper that was on and released an album or albums. How I see Mace, innit? Definitely, being stand next to Diddy was amazing. And when you didn't stand next to him, you can see the difference. But I don't think he's went and grabbed like a total unknown that no one, like, he went and got someone that it made sense. Stand next to Diddy was great in it, but I'm like, so okay, cool. So you help me out. Should you benefit more of forever? That is just to me. It's like, it's mad. I understand business isn't fair, and it is what it is.
I was going to say, so isn't business? And if
because the white men and Ford and General Motors ever could respond and be like, this is business, isn't it? We don't see that value. And at the end of the day, it's also a bit sad to me. It's like man's having to ask a corporation to see the value in us. When really and truthfully, if they saw the value from the get-go, or man had enough leverage, wouldn't even have to have this conversation. Because
you shouldn't have to ask.
Remember, billionaires coming out with a public letter holding a corporation like accountable.
No. So at first, maybe back in the day, maybe even 5 years ago, it may have needed to have been a letter.
Yeah.
Now, are you and your homeboys, you know, at your, what is it, Jay-Z dinner, 500 million minimum to sit together? Are you not able to become that corporation?
We would hope so, but then remember,
I don't think they're thinking that.
When people get to that level, do they want to spend their own money? Those things also play a part as well.
But it's leverage. It's not always your own money.
Yeah.
So at this point where you are, you know, self-ownership and all these things, I don't know their finances, but at that point, it's kind of disheartening to think you've been in the game this long and you've reached this amount of wealth and your homies are of that level and you're still having to write a letter to the oppressor to say, hey, please.
Yeah.
Are we not past it? Are they not past it?
There is a little bit, there is a little bit in a way he also says about us kind of taking our money elsewhere. So it's not, just to be a little bit fair to him, a bit transparent, it's not just like begging with a begging bowl. Like,
no.
He was also saying like a call to action, almost like a thin threat. Like
a threat.
If you don't fuck with us,
we'll
take our money elsewhere.
And I'm sure
the elsewhere would be within themselves.
Yeah. You would.
But the real truth is those corporations have the bank, they're bigger than us, so on a certain level.
Are they? I think sometimes, again, this is loose.
We underestimate ourselves.
I think we underestimate. Hello.
No, we do.
I think we
do.
But
for that
it's
example,
all in the
Ford
argument.
Is a household name. Like for what he's saying specifically about like the ad spend, a company that just starts up now compared to a household company that's been around for years. Like if you wanted to buy shares in America, that's one of the people you buy shares in.
But how quick could him, Jay, I don't know who else is really rich over there. I'm really out of that.
A gang of them, all of them, Oprah.
Could they not be of the same level? They could. I'm sorry, they could.
And I never worked.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
I think business owners
and
across
investors.
the spectrum, black or white, Asian, whatever, they still take from other businesses. They still, secure deals from.
And I'm not saying they shouldn't.
Like, to
there
build
could
up
be
their own.
outside investors, but as a whole, I still think no matter where we are, a very few of us, but no matter where we are as a people, we still go to the oppressor and go, what about this? What about that?
It's just got to be pragmatic. There's an element of that as well, but also the truth is we're a minority. We're in their land. Numbers wise, we are. It's not something you can debate.
Where?
Numbers wise, we are. In America, we are, and here we are.
In Western society,
yeah, we are. It's not something to debate. I would don't even do that to me.
Whoa, Kelly.
Yeah.
So because them two were bullying him, he's now come to bully me.
Whoa.
No. It's
Good girl.
Can we not have a discussion without it being called bullying?
It's bullying. He
Because
said,
at the end of the day, and do you know what? And do you know what?
Yeah, then that's fair. Because
when you ask that
didn't
question,
know.
though, when you're like, why don't they do it themselves? But they have sustainable businesses,
and they're doing well. So why couldn't they transfer it to that? Is it not a matter of maybe?
It's just about getting to wherever they're going quicker, innit?
Yeah.
So
but is it quicker if you're having to threaten, light threats and write letters?
Yeah, because if we're the minority and household names
but our culture
are trying
isn't.
to...
We are the minority, but our culture
maybe
in
let's word it
terms of
correctly.
mainstream
Our cultural influence
is not the minority.
It's not minority energy.
Right.
But
numbers wise, but
And how do you translate that over to coins?
because if you now, let's say you're not Revolt and you are Daisy.com, very basic.
Yeah.
It doesn't change who's gonna like what they like. The people that like them and Bad Barbie and whoever else, Iggy, they are not gonna now. Oh, it's black owned. They don't. Those people that like that type of stuff, they don't care.
Okay.
So it's still gonna be, the reach is still the same as far as I'm concerned. Obviously, I'm not in that industry. I could be completely wrong.
But then
the culture doesn't change the culture.
With sponsorships.
I think if it's approached correctly, sponsorships are very aware of who the culture is.
Yeah. But like there's sponsors on like Viacom, MTV, all those things. Like,
okay.
Say so if you want the same for Revolt, it's a television network.
If you take the power, and Revolt has no one, so if Revolt has nobody left, and everyone says, "You know what, fuck that, I'm going over there because that's where our people genuinely are and they're represented." Can Viacom beef you if Revolt has no one? If we all got on the same page, how can they beef you when...
Is it that simple though?
No, but...
Because there's a lot of black people, they won't go to somewhere unless it's a household name, Revolt or not.
But if nothing
conditioning is real.
I'm with you. Is over there...
I'm with you, but I think sometimes it can be a little bit too simplistic because
I get it.
We've hundreds of years of like thinking, moving a certain way. It's going to take... Doesn't mean we've got to be defeatist and it can't change. We don't have to be
defeatist. And do we not follow the people? We follow. We're sheep. The majority of people are sheep. So if you are doing something over here and you all say fuck Revolt and everyone goes Twitter,
everyone else will follow.
Oh, it's about you.
Yeah. So there needs to be. So basically, what you're saying, there needs to be that one person,
the one important person,
or that little gang that's all sitting at the table.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 500
and then it's
million
like
to get there.
They are now. Instead of having A-listers, they have Z-listers.
Yeah.
Everyone runs to the A-listers. And not saying it's just you lot. You get outside investment because I'm not naive. It's going to take a hell of a lot of more money. Maybe more money than you're willing to put forward of your own self. But at some point, you can't keep
But they can work towards that then.
You can't
They
keep
should be putting things in place to work towards that. I get that.
Take me seriously. Respect my influence. We already know that our influence is more than what they have because they have no culture.
Our culture is
serious. But the thing is, we exist in their world, so I think sometimes
it can be...
But the thing is, even when let's say like the go back home stuff is still very much their world. Unfortunately, I hope it changes in my lifetime. I don't think it will. I hope for my kids, grandkids.
Maybe not yours. Yeah. But do you know who's out there doing the damn thing? Akon.
Yeah, but we can have a different chat about him a little bit later, and that's very fugazi because that could be someone that is argued is sending us down the river because just because the face is Chinese doesn't mean it's better. Because when they own our road, our ports, our water, our links and that, you can't do anything in that.
Everything.
It's very peak in it. So Akon.
Akon is a face or something.
Yeah, you're the face of it now. You will get someone that will go and do that, and later on down the line, will realize maybe it wasn't all this cracked out to be.
Yeah,
true.
Because at the end of the day, like all people are gonna believe is what they see in a picture.
Yeah. True.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
true.
Yes, he's fixing the roads in Senegal or wherever he's doing it.
To be fair, I don't know enough.
He's creating
schools and
lights. The whole thing was lights,
light
right?
in Africa, yeah.
Okay.
Lighting up Africa, yeah.
Yeah.
So he could be the face of that. Yes, his intentions was cool, but who he's got to do that, and then they've negotiated to the point I was like, hold on, if you're going to use my company, for us to build all of this, I need stake. Yeah. I need stake in this,
and probably
to the point where like they'll buy him out, and
it's not what he's
owned by them.
To be.
It's not owned by
they're running out of space over there. They've actively been encouraging the citizens to go to new territories, and that's what's happening.
So they're
actively encouraging.
In other words, forcing people out. Encouraging,
but they encourage them to go to
because you know what's going to happen. Oh, this is what Akon's done. To some, it's going to be like, oh yeah, he fixed the country.
It's okay, yeah, he fixed it. But other people will be like, no
more potholes. We got roads. No. We got like, do you know what I'm saying?
We've sold a lot.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to the point where like, you know, Donny's come over and it's like, all right, we've got control of this now.
That's Jamaica.
And that was the example I was going to jump to. So like,
it's Jamaica.
I know, of course, the West have been what they've been, but the Chinese are
it's
superpower.
China. Oh, that's Jamaica and China.
That it's happening in front of us, but we're really going to see it.
Oh no, it's very much played in Jamaica. So
look at the influence Jamaica has on the world in regards to
tiny islands.
Music. Yeah. The business over there, music and sports. But in terms of music, the business over there is all messed up.
Yeah.
They only just opened up a division in Spotify over there.
Yeah.
Where artists are able to actually, or producers are actually able to monetize.
Yeah.
Because like, it was a big thing.
100%.
A producer will have like a beat, a rhythm,
Yes.
and everyone will jump on that rhythm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it wasn't being monetized before. I know.
Yeah. A lot of those bigger artists. I remember like when I started really looking at the credits on streaming. What's the company? Is it VP Records in New York? A lot of the biggest artists, they're going to have to sign there.
Yeah, in America.
And that's a big thing. So the conversation is wide. I just think with regards to the whole Diddy and Revolt thing, my personal opinion is that I think they still need to work in their programming. At the minute, we know Drink Champs, they've got Breakfast Club on there, and they've got the Respectfully show with Justin and
Justin the boy. Your
I
guy.
love it. He's on there now.
But outside of that, I don't know much else. So I feel they still need to build that brand.
Now.
And also,
that was a smart move, by the way.
I feel like
move.
We've seen Diddy promote brands.
Yeah.
I ain't seen him promote Revolt like that. I could be reading the wrong things. I ain't seen him put Revolt on his back how I feel he should and could.
I haven't.
Do that, build the value.
He did in the first year.
And then
it's not enough, fans. I've seen him put stuff on his back when it comes to branding. Diddy's the ultimate marketer. He's out there. He ain't put that stuff on his back. In my personal opinion, the way I've seen him with other brands, innit? And maybe he ain't getting the slice of the cake as much as he is with other stuff, so I get it.
As to why he ain't promoting it.
Like Ciroc, he's like how he finessed his deal with Ciroc.
You know?
Oh, look at her.
How he finessed the deal with Ciroc is mad.
It's leverage, don't it? Like,
Dizzy's
they need
man.
someone, and they were able to.
That's where all of his majority of his bread has come from.
Yeah. So
what's the wrong?
Absolutely.
That's what's pushed him.
That's pushed him to like Billy status.
Yeah, 100%.
Because
Look, she canes that drink.
I love.
We drink Las Solas over here, so.
You drink what?
Las Solas.
What's that?
Yeah.
It's an amazing spice rum and that.
Oh, I like spice rum. Who's it by? Who's the owner of that?
A black man.
From where?
London.
So have you got any?
Next time you're here, I'll have some for you.
You should have had it terrible.
What's it called?
Even your tracksuit, I've been staring at that tracksuit.
One figure shouts to one figures.
One figures, I want this tracksuit.
Black
I'm ready. I'll transfer that money now.
I like tracksuits too.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
I mean, I try in it like to do the whole black owned thing. No, it's not mine. It's
yeah, I need that tracksuit like ASAP.
Young black brother from East London.
Yeah, I'm very. Do you know what it is? It's the arm.
The TF on the arm. Is it
detail?
TF?
Are you mad?
1F.
Oh, 1F. Apologies.
It's the detail for me.
And that's reflective, isn't it?
Because I look at every small thing. I've done fashion and textiles.
Everything is
that's why.
Just
for fruit out.
Hey, do you know we we good? Oh, rap or yeah, just tell a bit smidgen.
What's the nut? What's the thing on the?
What's that?
I want to know what was on the roster. I don't want to miss.
I mean, you know what it was? There was loads. I mean, Did you guys get any cheap sofas from Asda, George, in a little deal?
Well, they asked for everyone to. My cousin got loads. She got about.
I was going to ask you a lot about that.
And they got a refund. No, because she was going to sell some for more.
I was going to ask you a lot about that, like in terms of like policies and stuff like that.
Oh, look at me, I'm ready.
Okay, cool. So before we go, we'll do it quick. We'll set the scene. So George, Asda, they've got like a home range, whatever. Yeah. They had really cheap sofas, innit?
Cool.
It was an accident. It was an error. It was an error.
It hit social media and people were buying sofas for like £12.
Yeah, she did it.
Yeah.
But guess what? They sent an email saying that they can't honour.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you, lot, are they liable to do that, like under the whole consumers law and stuff like that? So, like, if they've mistakenly put something out on display the wrong price, and people buy it off that, are they allowed to cancel it or write it off?
No.
Can we say that whoever the person did it, is definitely fired?
They're sacked.
Yeah, for sure.
However, on a very serious note, we are FCA regulated, but not regulated. We are regulated in personal insurance.
Okay.
But from my knowledge of consumer, because I'm a big consumer,
100%.
I'm very much a big consumer.
I'm here for it.
If it was physical, so if it was in store, when you go in store and you see something, a pot,
I do that.
That's $1.99. Yeah. Hello, you're regulated.
So you're not allowed to do that when you're regulated.
Jesus.
Good
what,
God.
to say that thing, I go back.
Just back away from.
So if you, so if you I don't know, go to Tesco and the pot says $1.99 and it's physically in front of you, and you go to the till, that pot is $1.99 because they have mislabeled it.
That's what I'm talking about.
They labelled it.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's what you're talking about.
I don't do that.
No.
Okay, good.
Because when I went to retail and like, if someone's mistakenly read pen
it is what it is
of what it is, what it says, then we have to sell it at that, innit?
100%.
But that was before like
no, but that's still the case.
No, it's still the
now.
Case.
If you go somewhere and if I go to
100%.
IKEA and the sofa says £200 and it's £2,000,
I have to give it to you.
If that's what you've put on there, I'm taking it to the till. Bring your manager because I've got time.
Or even if it's faulty and it's past the, let's say,
you can still return it.
The return, you can get your money back.
Now, with online, there comes distance selling. So distance selling both relates to consumer and the seller. So if the sofa said $12.99 and there was a glitch, I'm sure, I've never read, but if I go into, who was it, Asda's T&Cs?
Yeah, I saw a screenshot of the T&Cs.
Right. No, it says it. They will not honour it.
There you go.
So they are in the right.
There you go.
They're 100% in the right, and I've seen it. They are in the right.
But what I want to know, physically, they can't tell you. They can't tell you.
I will go back and say the gin said £16. They can't tell you. Mad. Why are you charging
Genuinely.
But you know what? I'm
genuinely.
It just shows we all love a discount. I've seen people that like, I've been to your
people
crib.
Are moving mad.
You have 2 sofas. You have no space for this other sofa. But this is how they get us. Like, people were buying sofas and then we're just going to decide and figure out what they'll do later.
No, they were going to buy it and resell.
Well, you got to send it to Africa.
No, they were going to resell it.
It'll be like,
my cousin does Amazon. She was going to resell it.
Fair.
He said, "What are you going to send it to Africa?"
Yeah, I heard him. I just pretended I wasn't here.
You can put it on
eBay.
There's laws to. I'm sure I'm sure like outside like
in the time period. That's what it is.
In your house.
I'm sure there's like laws to protect people outside of like big establishments. Like,
of course,
say if you're selling something on Gumtree or some shit like that. You know, you can actually tell them like, "Rah, this is under this law and act," or you could just grow grease on them because it's not. You know.
No. If you read the T&Cs, it's there.
No, the T&Cs was 100% there. They had to honour it.
The discount was ridiculous. Like sometimes in life, just no one's too good to be true. Sofa was like £2 and it's down to £12. Buy it in the moment. And fingers, you're never going to get it.
And the thing is,
guess
what?
No, I didn't try to buy none. I knew. I was just laughing.
I didn't even see it. I missed
But guess what they were complaining about, my cousin?
What?
5 to 7 working days to get their money back. Pissed.
Yeah, you got to let the money sit in the account for a little bit.
You got to let the thing marinate.
5 to 7 days after they tell you that they're not going to deliver your
But that's the thing about companies. Like, they're quick to take your money when you're buying. But when it's time to refund, it'll hit your bank account.
5 to 7 days.
It's a massive corporation.
Or when you've taken double payment or something for something. I've had that a few times.
It's a massive corporation. We're going to need
when you're trying to buy like tickets to originals and that.
I've got mine. She ain't coming.
I'm not coming.
Kelly, your ticket just got sold like literally an hour ago.
I'm not attending.
Forget it.
Okay, we'll talk about
mine.
after.
Talk about after. I'm not attending.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna. We'll talk about after.
That's what they say now.
Yeah, we'll be outside the summer a little bit. They gonna see us.
I'm out here.
Yeah, we gonna enjoy a little bit.
Can I ask?
Go on.
This is really probably not on the roster. Are you gonna have Offthecuff live?
Yeah.
And we're coming.
Yeah, of course.
It's coming.
Can
I
we
don't care
also
what you
have
say.
a clubhouse room? Can we have a clubhouse?
Are you guys on Clubhouse?
I still have an account, but I've not been on there in so long.
Guys, you lot are missing out.
Can
if
we
you guys
do
are
it
off the cuff, like
after this, so after the show, you
and you
have
had
it
a
off the
Clubhouse.
car. They can ask questions. It'll be sick.
you lot will bang.
We've had it.
Genuinely,
It's really good.
People are
I
killing
just
it.
feel like I love it, but I do see. I have seen a lot of people really build profiles and brands off there.
Genuinely, and the thing is, you guys are. I'm not gonna not saying you're not sensible, but you're entertaining. There's people that have got Clubhouse followings when I'm like, look at the numbers, and they are awful. First of all, they talk shit. They're dry. There's nothing constructive, and it's genuinely a piss take.
But I think they've been on there relentlessly because some people been like furloughed. People just been in the house. So
we've seen those ones.
Calm down.
As things open up, though, I don't see. All I'm going to see is I just feel like the activity is going to keep going downwards because
do you not see sustainability?
I agree. I agree what he's saying.
Yeah, on a love and blah blah, on a men and on a women but on a like a business level and on a free information level. Do you not see it? Obviously, I know you're not on there, but
I jumped on there the other day.
Sustainable in terms of that.
I think that's still very viable.
I
think
that's
viable. The hype and the noise around it and
the hype
the
and the
activity,
noise.
like for those rooms, they were always going to be there because it was built for those type of people, the creators, the people that kind of in the professional world.
We've had good rooms on there.
I was on Clubhouse last week on Friday.
What's the topic?
Because someone said, there's actually a room mourning Prince Philip. So I was like, all right.
I
would have just to listen.
I went in there, and there was just people like playing instruments and that.
What cello and that?
Come on. Look where it is.
Push it back,
bruv. That's funny.
It was the room was started by this Australian woman.
Wow.
And they were like,
half the way around the world.
People love the monarchy.
They've got a special relationship with the UK as well. Still,
yeah. Isn't there a Union Jack on their flag?
Yeah, it is in the corner.
Yeah, in the corner. You see, the Queen stamped her shit everywhere.
It's the colony.
Yeah. So, I went on there and I was like, okay.
You went to troll, didn't you? Tell the truth.
I just wanted to see someone break
I think you went to laugh.
I saw a couple niggas in there like with do-rags and that. I was hoping they go on stage and fuck it up.
Are you going to stop him?
No, man's in there playing Fela Kuti and that. So I would have gone on there with the
he can't be stopped.
like DJ Spinell.
Yeah.
Stop him.
No, they ain't gonna stop him.
What do you mean?
No. Yeah.
All I was doing, I went to see I wanted to see chaos. That's what I went there for.
Stop him.
You're in there morning Prince Philip. I was in there playing bare
Afrobeats. From the moment.
Because what it was, she was letting other people on stage to speak, innit?
Of
So I was like, I can see who's on the audience.
You.
No.
Did you put your hand up?
No. Okay. I can see who's in the audience, I just wanted to see people go up on stage and
be like, fuck
cause havoc.
Yeah. Hey, man.
So, at the beginning, you heard us talk about people being problematic. I'm now denouncing you, Fols.
Okay. So I've lost my problematic crown.
Do you know why?
Nah, he's definitely got bits to it there.
No. Do you know why?
Muscle memory, man.
He's been actively going
I feel
there.
like it's been the pandemic. He's had a laugh.
He said, I'm waiting for chaos.
Yeah.
Only a truly problematic stroke toxic person would say that.
Sometimes you have to wait for chaos. It depends on who the person is.
No, but you were happy. You went in there.
For me, it's his calmness while saying it.
Whilst waiting for the chaos.
And
you were happy. If it came, you'd have been proud. You'd have been proud.
Have you watched The Crown lately on Netflix?
No, I don't watch that.
No, Thingy keeps telling us to watch that. Claudia.
I don't watch it.
So you know why I was waiting for that chaos.
Why? What does it mean? New order?
We need to watch The Crown.
I'm not going to watch it.
I want to because
I've
been
what does it mean? What does it mean?
Watch it.
What does chaos mean in The Crown? Does it mean new order? Does it mean
No,
new...
you just it's like a depiction of like certain things of the royal family that we're not necessarily privy to.
The firm.
Yeah.
The firm. So the powers that be behind
the scenes.
Yeah, so we get to see like
power.
you know the intimate details of, let's say, Charles and Camilla's relationship. And what Charles was doing the night before he was getting married to Diana.
How come they're allowed to? Is that just like I always thought?
No, but The Crown's fictional.
How comes?
Yeah, you put a disclaimer at the start. Yeah,
It's fictional.
It's fictional.
Yeah.
And
but it's not. I've watched a bit of it.
It's not like it's a BBC. These are separate entities, isn't it? So
yeah, of course.
They're independent. They can do what they want.
That would never be shown on BBC.
Yeah, it'll never be shown on BBC. Like,
God for. Can you imagine?
No,
they'll twist and turn. They will never do that.
That's never happening.
What the network that the Queen speaks on every Christmas Day?
The network that we're paying for.
BBC
TV license. Big up you lot.
You do pay.
I
what?
do.
You do not.
I know I do.
You do.
I do.
Put the drink down. It's enough.
From the age of 18, when I got my first flat.
Wow, she went back.
Oh, you're good, boy.
Yeah. You say you got your receipts and that.
I got everything.
Yeah, I love that. Before we do go, we got to shout out Usher. Frugal Van Dross.
My goat.
Come on. He was in a strip club throwing money. I love that. Money with his face on. Not legal tender. Not money you can redeem.
You said that he was going to do that for my birthday. I'm still waiting.
Not money you can spend. But when you go home, you gonna forever see me.
Hear what I'm going to tell you.
I love that.
If I went to strip clubs.
Yeah. Of course, big if.
Which I used to. If I was a celebrity, I too would print money with my face on it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste my money on you.
Yeah.
But they can't even spend it.
Hello. They get enough and I don't care.
So you say R&A will go to Usher?
Do you know it's for the story? For the story, yes. But the actual truth is, it was advertising for his new project. Actually, apparently, it's spent money ahead of time.
Yeah. Of course.
The club had already released a statement.
Yeah. There you go.
He was spraying money, but within that, there was money with his face on because he's having a Vegas residency.
Yeah. And again,
so it was part of his marketing.
I love
Smart marketing.
I think it's brilliant. What? Crosses.
Power of Usher and that.
Yeah, that was Usher.
He said, "Stop talking about me."
That was Usher swinging his U-chain.
Woo!
But if you notice that we all paused, then we all looked at...
No, but obviously safety first, you don't know what's going on.
But it's fine.
Everyone went out, but no one got out quick.
Smart marketing is a real thing. And
I love
it. Yeah, when I saw the story, I was like, nah, my girl don't behave like that.
Yeah.
Because that's like what you do on Twitter. I love smart marketing.
That's something like Bow Wow would do. And
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes. But where people... that the GP, general population, the ones that are in the yard at prison, those ones...
Jesus Christ.
Hello.
How did we get there? Free the man.
Free the guys.
Hold tight the guys.
Yeah. Hold tight. Benz and
they
that.
are...
What?
Oh, you're saying names.
What names?
That was a joke. I made that up.
Oh, okay, sure.
I don't know no one in
jail.
jail.
Why did you say Benz?
I like it, man. I know you got a prison babe. We'll speak about it after, man. Right, that guy tonight.
So Andrea, she talks Finance UK does not have a prison babe.
I'm the problematic one.
She does not have a prison babe.
Prison babe. When he comes out, policy galore.
Andrea, she talks Finance UK does not have a prison babe.
You ain't got a prison babe.
So
I'll find you one still. When the man that leaves his life turned around.
I'm gonna finish him.
They confuse me.
She's gonna sit silently for 2 minutes and find something to cook me about.
I hate him.
Love you too.
I hate him. He's done
My
it.
eyes are watered. They confuse me.
So if you were a celebrity,
so if I was a celebrity,
you would throw money in your face on.
I would no. Smart marketing is a big deal, and the general population are able to be shepherded. You know, like sheepdog.
Be a part of it. Yeah, automatically like sheeps.
Yeah,
they will follow that.
Yeah. So one big person on Twitter kind of said, "Why shut up?" and everyone kind of went on that. So if you can shepherd one important person into a simple way of thinking, 100%.
Yeah,
it's smart marketing. Yeah, you threw your face, but you and the company know what you did, and it works for your residency.
There's just certain things that like will go viral, and there'll be that one person that will at all the blogs to say like, oh yeah, basically this is what happened. But from when like your employer are actually releasing a statement, because it's not small fry, this is Usher.
Hello, it's a whole guy. It's a whole man that's been around from probably since I was in primary school.
From when he was 15, he's like 40 plus now.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, one of the last artists left of like the whole going diamond.
Genuinely.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, when you've got a star like who, basically, if you manage to book yourself a Vegas residency,
you know, look who else.
I'm talking Britney, like J-Lo, Celine Dion.
Thank you.
Like,
you said all of the names that I was going to say. That's a
big deal.
That's a special
Celine
club.
Dion.
It's a
I'm
big
Jamaican
deal.
in it. I've got a close kinship.
I love Celine Dion.